And we are live. Good evening, everyone. Tonight we will be discussing how my channel is being attacked. It's being false flagged. And a lot of your so-called pro-black leaders are indirectly tweeting or subliminally tweeting me and not mentioning my name directly. And this is something that I've been hinting at for a while on this channel, that I've started noticing that a lot of your leaders were like Polite, for example, was talking about quantitative easing, that you never heard him mention it. Then Jay Morrison had me blocked on my comments since Eli Page. And what that showed me is that these people are watching me, and they would make little indirect, offhanded comments about the 48 Laws of Power, because that's a book that I watch. And when I saw Yvette put this tweet out after my video was flagged and then I removed it, I said, I need to make a video about this, because see, this is the games that these so-called leaders play, because many of these people are poverty pimps. And what I've been saying to you guys time and time again, it's not that we don't have a plight. It's not that we don't have a justice claim. It's not that we don't have a legitimate gripe that racism doesn't exist or that white supremacy doesn't exist. It's to the extent, and it's also to, do these people actually have real world practical solutions that you and I can implement into our lives today that is going to make a change? Because see, when a person's talking to you about the problem all day long and they can't offer you a tangible solution that you can actually implement into your life on a daily basis, you need to start asking yourself a question as far as to, how much are you going to invest into what these people are saying? How much of your blood, sweat, and tears are you going to put into following a person who's saying, I'm a leader? Leaders have to lead you somewhere. Leaders have to lead you somewhere, right? Leaders can't just talk about the problems and then tell you they have a solution. That here we are 3 years later, and Joe Biden is a Democrat nominee. Is he talking about reparations? Because see, they always talk about keeping track and keeping count of score. And I always said from day one, I support the idea of reparations. I never was anti-reparations, but I also was realistic, and I said, I don't see you getting reparations anytime soon. How is that sending a conflicting message? No, that's called being real. See, many of your leaders won't sit up here and be real with you and tell you the truth, right? And tell you the truth. You can talk about reparations till you blue in the face. If you don't have the leverage and you don't have the power to force someone to give you it, then what do you do? What do you do? Do you sit up here all day long and keep donating to Breaking Brown, to Melanoid Ministries? What do you do when the candidates are ignoring you? What do you do then? See, I don't have another 4 years of my life to listen to you tell me about the problem. Okay, white supremacy is the problem. What's next? Racism is the problem. What's next? Right? Because if you can't give me a tangible solution that I can apply in my life today, then everything else you're doing, you're just selling me a dream. I still support ADOS. As I said to you time and time again on this channel, the best thing that's going to come from ADOS isn't going to be reparations. It's going to raise up a new generation of leaders. We know about the civil rights era. We know about the boomers selling us out. What Yvette and Tone was doing, which I supported, although I disagreed with them as far as their ideology and politics, I respected the fact that they were coming with a lot of ideas that I supported about this idea of oneness. Like, I cannot focus on what's happening in Nigeria when I'm an American citizen. I support that, of focusing on what we can control first. And I believe that what's going to come from ADOS is a next group of leaders, young leaders, that's going to demand certain things before they even start talking to a politician. But see, Yvette always talks about, well, we have to, we can't look at your aspiration. We have to count your success. Well, we're 3 years in. What did they succeed at? right? What did they succeed at? Okay, we spoke about reparations for 3 years. We have a national election coming up right now, presidential election. You're not getting any reparations. Does Biden have a black agenda? Biden swept South Carolina. Black vote didn't turn out. So at a certain point, were we going to wait another 4 years and listen to them talk? And keep talking to you about why we need reparations? We know why we need reparations. We see the water in Flint, Michigan. But if a person's not going to give you something, then what do you do? Oh, I get it. You're going to sit around here and keep donating to Breaking Brown. So now let's get to my point. So again, she tweeted this out. Why be on YouTube creating content if you're afraid of controversy? Why be on YouTube if you delete your most thought-provoking videos because you're afraid of another man or woman's opinion? All this tuck and tail and running is for the birds. Just don't click publish next time and spare us all. This is what she tweeted. This is what she tweeted out, right? Now she talks about tweeting and deleting. See, I screenshotted it. So you go to her page now and it's gone. You don't see it up here anymore. Right? Now understand, you don't have to be this is not intellectual heavy lifting. So she tweets something and deletes it, but then talks about me for deleting something, right? Isn't this funny? Now, again, I always say I never want to be anti-ADOS. I never want it to be a distraction because I believe that more good is going to come from it than harm. As far as the bottom cast of people is concerned about getting a political education, because for too long, a lot of us have been bamboozled by supporting all of these different agendas and groups. But let's keep it real. Reparations is the pipe dream. And I'm always going to keep it honest. That doesn't mean that I'm anti-reparations. It's just the reality. We don't have the leverage to make it happen. So what else can you do but do for self? What else can you do? Do you have a military? Do you have an army? Do you have the finances? No. So at a certain point now, you got to start using your brain. So now I put this up 6 days ago. So this is how you know she's tweeting about me. I received a copyright claim and a harassment strike on my channel. YouTube removed the video and restricted me from live streaming. I then appealed the decision and the video magically appeared on my dashboard again. So I took the video down because I don't want to lose my channel and the ability to live stream. It's clear that people are starting to flag my videos. I wonder why. I have an idea who's been flagging my videos, right? So now I know who flagged the video for the copyright, but I also got an harassment claim 6 days ago. What YouTube did, because YouTube is very, very funny. When they start flagging a video, YouTube automatically removed the video. Then I appealed it. They took the harassment strike away and just left the copyright up. I said, the best thing to do for me is to remove this video because I know that the person who's flagging it, because the person who flagged it also left a comment on my video. So I took it down. And then Boyce tweeted this out. Dr. Boyce, I heard you said black people can't catch the coronavirus. Please find a quote where I said something like that. A guy on YouTube said you said it. Exactly. That's how they control you with lies that fit their fear-based agenda. Now, if you go back and watch the video that I put up, I clearly said in the video that they're implying that either it's not that serious or you can't get it. The problem was the thumbnail that I put up because it said they and it had their 3 pictures on it. So then I changed the thumbnail and they still flagged it. So what I did today, took a step back. I said, okay, number one, I don't save live streams. So someone happened to actually download the live stream and send it back to me. So I said, what I'm going to do today is I'm not going to say they. I'm just going to put wrong, change the thumbnail, and then do the premiere. In the middle of the premiere, the premiere stream got flagged down. Right? Got flagged down today to the point where I put it up and showed you guys. Like right here, as you can see, it says, this video has been removed for violating YouTube's terms of service. So the live stream got flagged. I took that live stream down because I knew that they were going to keep trying to flag it and get it taken down. And then I tried to do it through Premiere today, and it still got flagged again. So, what does that tell you? That's not me tucking my tail based upon what she says. Why be on YouTube creating content if you're afraid of controversy? I'm not afraid of any controversy, and I'm not afraid of speaking my mind. I'm not afraid about speaking my mind, but I also have a channel to protect. And I'm not going to lose my entire channel to show you how tough I am. Right? My video was being attacked. I took it down. I tried to put it up through a different way, and it got flagged again. But these are your leaders. Right? And then what she tries to throw shade at me for, she turned right back around today and deleted the tweet because it's not here. You know? Listen, I'm all for transparency. As I said before, I'm all for you getting your just due and getting your justice claim. You will never see me sit up on here and try to tell you that you're not owed based upon what has happened to your ancestors. But I will make it very clear. You don't have the leverage and you don't have the power. So now what are you going to do? Are you going to wait another 4 years to the next presidential election? You're going to keep doing these little local meetups? That's what you're going to do? Because I just want you to tell me, everyone talks about what's the solution. If you don't have the power to get what's owed to you, then what's next? Then what do you do? Right? This person put up here, we got people paying taxes to the U.S. government, paying rent to some landlord, working at someone else's company, buying food at someone else's grocery store, using a foreign-made smartphone, communicating on a white-owned social media platform, talking about do for self. Right? You know why you do for self? Because you don't have no other choice. You don't have no other choice but to do for self. Right? You don't have if a person's sitting up here and my rent is due, my utility bills is due, my car insurance is due, I don't have time to sit on YouTube all day long and listen to you talk to me about a pie in the sky dream about getting reparations. I don't have time for that. I got things that are due right now that are done today. Right? So I laugh when I see all of this stuff going on because all of these people have been watching my videos and they try to make it seem like, oh, they're not watching it. And they are. Right? That tweet's a clown tweet. That tweet is a clown tweet. There's nothing powerful about that tweet. That's clownish. Because that's all you can do right now is do for yourself. That's about it. There's nothing else that you're going to do. You're going to keep attending ADOS conferences, FBA conferences. And listen, I support going to a conference. I support networking. But that's not a solution to your problem as far as getting reparations. Where's the organization at? Where's the organizing at? Do you have any candidates that you're running? No, you don't have anything but more YouTube videos and more YouTube rhetoric and more beefing on YouTube. That's all you're going to have. I guarantee you're going to go another 4 years of complaining about revolt, complaining about Boyce, talking about this one, that's all you're going to have. And don't tell me that she wasn't talking about me because they even tagged me in the tweets. In the tweet, they tagged me in it. So I know for a fact it was about me. Just like I know Boyce was talking about me. I would never sit up here and tell you that if you're living in poverty, you're going to file LLC papers and that's going to fix the water in Flint, Michigan. Right? You would never hear me say something foolish like that. In Denmark, South Carolina, you would never hear me tell you all we got to do is do black business and that's going to fix it. Some of us are living in structural poverty where, to be quite honest with you, the only option you really have that's realistic is to leave and move. Let me repeat that for you again, because see, a lot of you don't want to hear that. That's the truth. If you're living in one of these towns and your water is contaminated, you're going to sit up here while you're drinking lead and poisoned water and listen to a reparations video, or are you going to get your family together and try to get the hell up out of there? Right? That's called do for self. Right? Because you're right, you do pay your taxes to your local government. But your local government in Flint, Michigan is saying they don't give a damn about you. So now what do I do? Right? What do I do? Do I sit there and go, yeah, man, I'm gonna put on that Breaking Brown. While you drinking brown water, you gonna put on Breaking Brown, and that's gonna help you? Or you gonna get your family together and try to get up out of there? Right? See, there's no choice. So when this person puts this tweet up, this is a stupid tweet, and it's foolish. Right? You gonna listen to Hidden Colors while you drinking brown water? When you drinking lead in your water, you gonna watch a Hidden Colors DVD? Right? Or you gonna say, guess what? The best thing I can do is try to get my family up out of here. That's what do for self tells you to do. Self-preservation is the highest form of elevation. I can't love no one and do nothing for no one if I can't do it for myself. That's the reality. Right? So now if that makes me stupid because I'm telling you to protect your family and protect yourself, right? Then let me be stupid. Let me be stupid then. Because let me tell you something. When I was 16 years old and my parents left me up here in New York City, I had a choice. I was 16 years old. I could have sat out here and complained, or I could have went out here and figured out a way. Right? Right? Those of us who've been put in situations as adverse, I've always lived my life that way. I can't wait on no government package to come help me. I got to go out here and figure out what I can get. Now, for some of you, it may be your SNAP benefits that get you through. It may be your SSI. It may be bootstrapping. Who knows? Do for self means do what you can, do what you have to do now so you can do what you can later. Do for self means do what you can do now, what you have to do now, so you can do what you want to do later. I'm not bashing ADOS. Like I said before, I support a lot of the things that they do. But Yvette and Tony ain't getting you no reparations. It's not happening. It's not happening. Because look, soon as the COVID thing happened, $6 trillion come out of nowhere. Think about that for a second. You sitting up here and you supporting reparations. And you're listening to these people talk to you all day long about the problem. And you're donating to them and you're donating to them. And all these politicians are coming on a Breakfast Club and they're telling you, oh, I'm not going to do anything just for black people. Oh, no, I'm not going to do reparations. Oh, where are we going to get the money from? And then boom, out of nowhere, they come up with $6.6 trillion, $6.2 trillion. Just like that. Another $4 trillion right there. Right there. Boom, like that. But here you are, you've been listening to somebody for 3 years talk to you about the problem and they've been ignoring you. So what, you going to do another 4 years of following these type of people talking to you about this stuff? Right? I'm going to sit up here for 4 more years and I'm going to keep donating, listening to you talk to me about the prison industrial complex, about all these things. Or am I going to say to myself, listen, if I can and I have the means, I'm going to do what I have to do. Which one are you going to do? That's all. That's a reality. That's a reality. That's the reality. And a lot of you don't want to hear that. And I know you're going to call me a coon. You're going to call me an agent. You're going to call me a hater. Because I live in a 5 cents reality. Right? When you sit down with your kid right now and you looking at the job prospects in the job market, what are you going to tell them? We're going to organize, we're going to set up some local chapters. Like I said to you before, and I'll say it again, the whole purpose to me when I seen ADOS, I said, what's going to be the most powerful thing about ADOS is it's going to birth a new generation of leaders, and it's going to show you what you should be focused on and how important your vote is, and that voting is an exchange. That was the most important thing I took away from ADOS, that it was going to get you focused on data and not emotions. And I still support that. And I still respect the work that Yvette and Tone has put in. But let's call a spade a spade. The same way you can talk about the Tulsa Real Estate Fund being a failure, then ADOS is a failure. Because you haven't accomplished anything politically yet. You haven't accomplished anything politically yet. Having a conversation is an accomplishment. I want to see where the candidates that you have that are running under the banner of ADOS in a national election. I want you show me that. Because if you can't show me that, then you're a failure as well. You haven't accomplished nothing yet. But you get $1,000+ every video. And I'm not counting your pockets. Get your money. But you can't throw mud on everyone else saying that their solutions don't work. And here we are 3 years later and your solution hasn't worked. Black people are no better off today than they were 3 years ago. I'm going to say that again. Black people are no better today than they were 3 years ago, doing it your way. And now we're going to go another 4 years to the next presidential election, and you're not going to have nothing to show us but more videos about talking about the problem. What happened with Byron Allen? Did you succeed at that? Did that win? Oh, did you get anywhere with that? So spare me with that. I'm all about accountability. It goes all ways. Right? But I get it. I get it. You're going to sit up here and you're going to keep emotionally and clickbaiting and gaslighting people. That's what you'll do. Let me tell you a story real quick. Let me tell you about who I am. My grandmother's from Manila, Alabama. Right? My grandmother was born in 1936. My grandmother left Manila, Alabama at 14 years old. She was one of 18 siblings. She left at 14. My grandmother couldn't read. She couldn't write. She made her way up to Chicago. She found a pimp named Curtis. My grandmother was a madam. My grandmother then came from Chicago all the way over to New York, started in the South Bronx. My grandmother was a hustler. Cards, pimp game, all that. She used to run numbers, her and Curtis. They hit the number. They brought a house up in New York. And my grandmother brought everybody up down from the South. So you can't talk to me about sharecropping, redlining. My grandmother lived that. That was do for self. That wasn't no government. My grandmother got up here and she figured out how to make it work. And she brought the whole family up here. So you can't talk to me about what my ancestors did and what my ancestors didn't do. I'm not from no generation of people that's going to be begging. I'm going to demand something, but I'm going to still figure out what the hell I got to do for me. Because at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, the only person that got you is you. Not the Black Wealth Boot Camp, not Breaking Brown, not FBA, not Melanoid Ministries. The only person that's going to have you at the end of the day is going to be you. And that's a fact. And that's a fact. So you can listen, like I said before, listen, I support you being an adult, being a free thinker. You can support any one of these leaders you want to support. I'm not here. I will never tell you how you should think and who you should follow. What I will show you is inconsistencies and flaws. And your leaders, when they see that, they flag videos and they take it down because they can't handle the truth. Because they can't handle the truth. As I said before, can't none of these people lead me nowhere. I lead myself. And I will always lead myself. I've been taking care of myself since I was a 15, 16-year-old boy. No government. Doing what I had to do up here in one of the toughest cities to live. So that's my philosophy, and that's how I approach things. I'm going to always approach things like that. But I'm not afraid of none of you poverty pimps. Because none of you have no answers for the collective. You have dreams. You have pipe dreams. That's what you have. You have clickbait and you have emotionalism. You don't have nothing to offer nobody. And that's a fact. And I'm going to leave it right there. And this is why, like I said before, when you look at my channel, this past month, was one of my best months financially here on YouTube. And you notice that I wasn't talking about no black stuff. I received the most views this month on my channel. I received the most money. Most of my videos were green because I wasn't talking about none of this pro-black stuff. So when I hear people tell me that, like, oh, you're trying to just do this for views and all that, those Umar Johnson videos could never be monetized. YouTube doesn't monetize that type of content. YouTube doesn't monetize that. When I was talking about finance and the economy, those are my best videos. So don't tell me that I make videos about these so-called black leaders because I'm trying to make money, because the reality is you don't. And if you play any copyrighted content, even if the video is monetized, the ad revenue goes to whoever the copyright is for. Right? So I try to give you the reality of things about what's going on. You understand? I don't claim to have all of the answers. I've been told you guys, the government always picks winners and losers. Here's the reality. We've always been a loser. I'm going to say this again. The government picks winners and losers. We've always been a loser. Yes, support reparations. Support having a black agenda. But don't bank your life on that, because you ain't going to get it. And that's just the reality, guys. I'm just here to be honest with you. But don't tell me I tucked my tail and ran. Ran from who? My Boyce Watkins videos are still up on my channel. You go to my channel right here. Who am I running from? I want you to tell me right now, which one of these, first of all, I'm 6'7", 250 pounds. I want you to tell me which one of these pro-black leaders do you think I'm ducking, dodging, and running from? Who you think I'm running from? My Boyce Watkins video from 3 weeks ago is still up. My Jay Morrison video is still up. My Polite video is still up. My Young Pharaoh video is still up. My Umar, my Boyce video is still up from 3 months ago. Who am I ducking and running from? My other Polite Umar video is up. Who am I hiding from? I want you to tell me who and what am I scared of? A serious question. I want you to tell me that. My other Umar videos is up. I'm not scared of any of these people. What you going to do? You going to dox me? You going to talk about something I did 10, 20 years ago? You think I'm afraid of that? Guys, I live in New York City, man. I live in one of the toughest places you could ever live as a kid growing up. On my own. You think I'm afraid of you putting out a tweet or a meme about me or making a puppet about me? You think I'm scared of that? For those of you, you really think that that's what I'm worried about? This stuff is comical to me. This is comical stuff to me. Like I said before, I took the video down because I knew that they were going to keep striking it. And today proved my point, because soon as the video got re-uploaded, they struck it down. They struck the video down in the middle of the stream about 20 minutes in. Right? But again, like I said before, I'm not listening here, man. I try to come on here and give you guys honesty. I try to come on here and be truthful with you guys to get you to understand. Most of this stuff on YouTube is entertainment. Most of this stuff on here is entertainment. And the reason why I chose FBA and B1, because at the end of the day, the only people we have is us. Right? Every person who I interact with on a daily basis as far as intimacy is other black people. So for Jason Black doesn't define B1 for me. Right? Tariq Nasheed doesn't define FBA for me. Right? Those things don't do. To me, B1 means that if I can work with another black person on a project, I'm going to do that. Because every other race does it. When you go in Asian-owned businesses, you see predominantly Asian people working in those businesses. When you go in Hispanic communities and you see Hispanic businesses, you see primarily Hispanic people working in those businesses. This ain't about being racist. It's about being real. Right? So be one to me doesn't mean follow a faceless man on YouTube. Be one mean to me that if I can find another black brother or sister that I can work with that's qualified, I'm going to work with that person. Not blindly. You got to have the credentials, but that's what that means to me. It doesn't mean follow Jason Black. FBA doesn't mean that Tariq Nasheed talking about 5G towers and talking about whether the corona is serious or not. That's not what FBA means to me. FBA means that I know I have a lineage in this country. I know that I have a connection to this country. Like I said, my grandmother's from Manila, Alabama. You can't talk to me about race and racism. Right? See, I keep things realistic. And this is what's going on here. So when you see me put this up, this is what I was talking about. And I told you guys, I've been knew that these people were watching my videos. I've been knew that this was going on, and this proved my point. As soon as I put that video up today, it got flagged down. So now let's see what's going on. I just wanted to speak my piece, because like I said before, you got to really ask yourself, like really important questions. Like people said up here, oh, you only attack black people. First of all, holding a black person accountable is not attacking them. If I come to you and I say I want to start a school for your black boys, and I tell you to give me $1 million plus, you need to be holding me accountable as to what I did with that $1 million. Right? I should not be coming to you experimenting with your money. If I want to start a real estate fund and you are following me and giving me money, I should be able to produce that real estate fund. If I'm talking to you about reparations and that everyone else's plan is wrong and that we need to be focused on reparations, I need to be able to provide you with a tangible plan on how you're going to get reparations, meaning that these are the 3 methods that we're going to follow. These are the 2 strategies that we're going to follow. They have yet to give you a detailed plan on how you're going to get reparations or how it will look. You can't just keep talking about a problem. At a certain point, you got to lead people in a direction. And that's the reality. I don't care about Umar Johnson's past. I don't care about what Jay Morrison's past or whatever. What I care about is today in 2020, if you're basing your product and service around black people, can you deliver? None of these people delivered anything to you. Nothing but a bunch of entertainment. YouTube to me is entertainment. Entertainment. I come on here to be entertained. That's what this is. It's entertainment. Right? But don't tweet this out and then you do the same thing and you delete the tweet. Did you just tuck your tail? Miss Yvette Carnell? Did you tuck your tail? So I say, man, these people are jokes. The jokes. All of them. This is why I keep trying to tell you guys, man, focus on, that's why do for self is important. Because everyone's going to let you down but yourself. Promise you that. No one's going to do for you. No one is ever going to do for you what you can do for yourself. Self-preservation. When I was in the Nation of Islam and my dad, we used to go down to the mosque on 125th Street. They used to always preach self-preservation. Self-preservation is the highest form of elevation. You can't give nobody something that you can't give yourself. And ain't no one gonna love you like you love you. And ain't no one gonna take out and take care of you like you're gonna take care of you. And that's the reality. Period. I'm not telling you. Have I ever told you that Bitcoin gonna save your life? Did I tell you Bitcoin's gonna fix the water in Flint, Michigan? Did I tell you that all you gotta do is go buy some Nike stock and that's gonna stop police brutality? If you live in a crime-infested neighborhood, did I tell you that, man, you're just gonna watch this DVD and we gonna fix the culture? I tell you guys, things are gonna get worse. I tell you, man, listen, you better start networking with some people, putting some things into motion. That's what I tell you. Ask yourself a simple question. You got another 4 years to listen to rhetoric on YouTube all day long? That's the reality, right? That's the reality. So all of these pro-black leaders are watching my channel. They all have something to say about it. If they was true intellectuals, why flag it? Why make offhand comments about it? Why try to be sassy? Right? You always talk about sassy blue checks. Why be sassy about it? Why not just say my name directly? Right? But see, these people, they don't want to have intellectual debates and conversations. What they want to do is bring up your tax records. And then they want to talk about Melanoid Ministries and all that. They don't really want to talk about real solutions, right? Bringing up Tariq Nasheed's tax records doesn't bring you closer to reparations. Right? That doesn't bring you closer to reparations. It brings them more views, more donations, but it doesn't bring you any more solutions. All right, so you know Tariq doesn't pay his taxes. Okay, great. Is that going to get you reparations? All right, you think the FBA conference is foolish. Does that get you any closer to reparations? No, it doesn't. All it does is give you some more gossip, talk more, doesn't solve anything. Like I said, 3 years in, they still have not gave you a clear, concise plan on how to get reparations. And they won't. And they won't. Boyce will still be up here being Boyce. Yvette will still be up here being Yvette. That's the reality of the game. Because these people are poverty pimps. And that's just the reality. And as I said before, you know, when I stopped making these videos about like these black people or these black leaders, it's like, I know there's no real money in this. I've been doing it now for 1.5 years. I showed you guys, there's no real money in this. There's no money in this. But drama, right? I told you my best month is when I wasn't talking about any of these black leaders. It was my best month. Some of my most like quantitative easing. That video that I did was my most profitable video I ever made on YouTube. It was my most profitable. So I make more money not talking about stuff like this. But again, I'm still a black man. And if I see something that I want to share my opinion on, doesn't mean that it's fact, but my opinion. If you have a platform and you have hundreds of thousands of black people following you, you have a duty to them to tell them, take this serious. Go back and watch my videos. I was telling you, get some water, get some gold and silver. That's what I was telling you to do. Get some cash out the bank. Worst case scenario, this ends up being hype. You go about your business. I mean, best case scenario. Best case scenario, you took some money out the bank. You had some supplies, nothing happened. Worst case scenario, like what we're seeing, you have masks, you have water, you have supplies, you don't have to go out. That's what I was telling you on this channel. Right? That's what I was telling you. And when I made that video about Boyce and them, as I said in the video, they were implying all month long that this wasn't serious, that it wasn't going to affect black people, that more people died from the flu, more people died from that. That's what they were talking about. I never came out and said that. Boyce Watkins directly said black people can't catch it because they have melanin. What I said was, and I should have used my words better because I was saying they, and when I was using they, I mean a lot of the things that I was just seeing on the internet in general, they were telling you to sniff orange pills and lemon water to cure the coronavirus is what I was talking about. Rizza Islam was sharing memes implying that because you have melanin, you could not catch it or you was less likely to catch it. Tariq all month long was talking about Asian people getting it and white people getting it, and HYON is what they were tweeting about. That's what they were talking about. And I was saying that you need to hold these people accountable because that's dangerous. And if you still today take Tariq serious, Tariq's funny, highly entertaining. The woke warist, the roast he did on Umar is one of the funniest things I've ever seen. But there's no way in hell I'm going to listen to Tariq Nasheed talk to me about survival. Hell no. Again, how many Hidden Colors documentaries do you need to watch before you start saying, okay, well, what's the solution? If you tell me right now today, and you put it in my mind that my life is in danger, what do you think I'm going to do? Right? I'm going to start taking necessary precautions to protect myself. Watching a DVD doesn't protect me. Doesn't protect me. Right? Me giving you $50 to watch a documentary doesn't prepare me for what's going to come. But this is where we are. So I'm looking at chat and see some of the questions right here. But, just to sum this all up, you look, like I said, I look at a lot of these things, man, and to me, this is all just a big hustle from all of these people, and it's nothing wrong with it. But I can see that it's all about creating a clique and a culture. And excuse me, most of these groups I see, they're all like just mini gangs, right? They're all just like little mini gangs. You got the FBA gang, you got the B1 gang, you got the Black Wealth Bootcamp gang, and you got these groups and like they just sit around all day long looking for new drama to come up with. Well, this week is going to be FBA versus ADOS, and then it's going to be, then Boyce and Tariq is going to beef, and then they're going to get together and do a conference. It's sort of like WWE, right? It's like, wrestling, right? Like every other week is a different group of people beefing, right? And I'm gonna throw some mud on you, and you're gonna throw some mud on me, and then we're gonna go back to doing our own thing, and I'm gonna sell my t-shirts and do my conference, and then you're gonna do, and it's nothing wrong with that, right? But none of that is solutions. None of that is solution based. None of it, right? So again, if you are a black person and you're following these people, thinking that these people are going to do anything for you besides entertainment, you're sadly mistaken. You're sadly mistaken. But like I said before, please, I want to make this very clear. I am not afraid of any one of you pro-black leaders. All my videos are still up there until they get flagged. And I'm pretty sure you're going to go out your way to flag these videos as well. I'm saying? And that's the reality. But like I said before, let's just be real about that. Right? And if you think I'm an idiot, you don't have to follow me. I'm not up here telling black people what they should do with their lives that's going to save them. As I said before, if you are in dire straits and poverty, I don't really have an answer for you. Right? I don't have an answer for you. And see, I'm man enough. I'm not claiming to be your Messiah. I'm man enough to tell you, I may not have that answer for you. Right? I may not have that answer for you. I'm not going to sit up here and promise you that I do. And I'm not going to say you on some pie in the sky that, hey, we just got to focus on reparations. You focused on reparations for 3 years and got ignored. You got ignored. You got the worst. Think about this. If you think politics is your solution and you ended up with Joe Biden is damn near senile. I want you to think about this for a second. Out of all of the intelligent people we have in the world, great entrepreneurs, great businessmen, people from STEM backgrounds, community organizers, developers, you got Joe Biden. If that doesn't tell you that the political process is completely flawed, If that doesn't tell you that this is a complete game, then I don't know what will. He can't even put together a full sentence. And you think you're going to get reparations from that? You think you're going to get reparations from that? The Democrat Party lets you know they'll rather run a guy that's halfway senile than give you someone that's going to give you anything halfway decent. I mean, listen, I'm not saying Bernie is great by any stretch of the imagination. At least he was promised he is something. So at a certain point, if a person is telling you politics is the answer, and you watch the party, and they're giving you a half senile guy, what are you going to do? Are you going to vote down ballot? How is voting down ballot going to get you closer to reparations? It's not. And now you're going to go 4 more years of listening to rhetoric on YouTube. Cool. If you think that's a solution, God bless you. God bless you. But I know I can't bank my future in that. I can't. Let's look what's going on in the chat. See what's going on in the chat. Joe Biden looks to the fuck up. Down ballot. Yeah, down ballot. Like what's that going to do? Right? Nothing in society except for self-reliance and unity. That's all you can do. Find people who you can build with. Thank you guys for the donations. I'm so sorry that I went off on that tirade, Mr. G. It says, but because of your information regarding the withdrawal from 401k has put me in a strong position. I also helped out other friends and colleagues of mine as well. Thank you, Eli. Your channel's professional, and I come here for financial talk only. Appreciate it, Mr. G. And I'm going to try to do my best to not go to those knee-jerk responses when I see foolishness on there and talk about this. Because, you know, I'll pull away from Umar, but then I'll see something and it's just like, I have to speak about it. But you're right, I have to stop doing that. But I get emails all the time. Like when I talked about coding, for example, you know, I had a few young brothers hit me up who told me that they went over to the guy Mosh who taught them how to code in Python. And, you know, I seen some of you guys, you've been taking the Python course over there on MIT. And I get a lot of you guys who come back to me and, you know, you're thankful for that. And that's what I try to do, right? I try to give you guys things that you can use in your life today to make your life better. That's what I try to do. I don't claim to have all of the answers. I don't claim at all. I don't claim that I can solve poverty. I don't. Unfortunately, due to the financial disadvantages of all ADOS people, black celebrities yield a lot of power within the black community. Talib Kweli is pushing celebrities to give ADOS zero play. Here's my thing, Wayne PA, and thank you for the donation. I may answer this wrong, but I hope that I can answer your question correctly. What I've realized is many of our people, they are so gone that it is going to take something cataclysmic to get their attention. I want you to think for a second. Go and watch Tariq, Boyce, Yvette, any one of your favorite pro-black leaders. On average, most of their videos get between 40 and 28,000 views, let's say. Do you understand how small that is? There's a huge overlap between people who watch Boyce, Tariq, and Yvette and Tone. Right? There's a huge overlap. You're not reaching enough people just on YouTube to really think that you're going to make a huge difference. Right? You're just not. So the reality is when you see this, you have to start saying to yourself that it's going to take something deeper and more cataclysmic to really get people in tune. I don't believe that we have that much time left. Right? When you start looking at the Cold War with China that I was speaking about on this channel 5 months ago, I was talking to you about what's happening in China. When you see the national debt, right? When you see the elites rallying around, you really think that we got that much time to really be sitting around here focusing on trying to get everyone on code and fixing the culture? So when you look at celebrities, a large group of our people are just attracted to that. And, you know, if Talib Kweli at this point has that much influence over you, you're done. I said this before. We done had, Dr. Ben, and we done had, Khalid Muhammad, Minister Farrakhan, Elijah Muhammad, right? We done had Marcus Garvey, any leader you want to name, right? If you're not woke right now today, then nothing's going to wake you up. If you're not woke today, right now at this moment, nothing's waking you up. Right? If Talib Kweli has that much influence over you to distract you from getting your together, then you're done. Right? Like seriously, at a certain point now, it's in your face what's happening. It's either you going to do or you not going to do. It's either you're going to do or you're not going to do. Right? We have too many great leaders that came up over the past 60, 70, 80 years that gave you the game. No matter what demographic of nation you come from, or nationality you come from. At a certain point now, I don't need somebody to sit up here on YouTube and tell me that I need to get my ish together. I don't need that no more. I know the streets ain't an option. I know that's a trap, right? I know with college going to college, I know that's a trap too if you don't use it. I know that too, right? And I know celebrities are meant to be entertainers. Celebrities should not have that much influence over me. So, Talib Kweli, you basically saying that he's, they yield a lot of power, then they yield power over the deaf, dumb, and blind. And can you really build an army with the deaf, dumb, and blind? Doubt it. I doubt it. Right? I doubt it. Listen, ADOS got all the publicity that they need. They had Killer Mike. They had Killer Mike plugging them all over the place. It failed, brothers. It failed, brothers. Let's keep it real. They got all of they had Killer Mike pumping them on the Revolt Summit was the quote unquote big crescendo. Killer Mike promoted ADOS there. He talked about Yvette and Tone. What did you get out of it? Got a bunch of views. Social media buzz. Okay, great. What's next? What's next? Nothing. Just sit up here and talk about the problem. And there's nothing wrong with talking about the problems, but don't make it like you got solutions. And don't knock me for trying to do my own thing, right? Don't sit up here and make it like you got a better solution than mine, because your solution isn't practical. Your solution isn't practical for me right now. And that's just the reality. But going back to what Mr. G said, I get messages all day long from a lot of you who are, you're playing around with JavaScript and Node.js and Python. And that was my whole point of this, to inspire some of you to go into a different direction and put some more of that time, effort, and energy rather than watching documentaries and DVDs all day long. Well, put some of that energy into trying to go out here and better yourself, right? Put down the hidden colors. Put down the Sinettas, the Young Pharaohs, the Tariq Nasheeds. That stuff is good for entertainment. Put more time into you. Spend 2 hours a day learning how to go code and build some apps. Right? If your basic skills, think about it. If you learn how to program and it can make you an extra couple $100 a month, and you learned that skill for free, you don't think it's worth it to go out here and make you a little bit of money on the side? You don't think it's worth it? If it can motivate you to go in a different career path, change your lifestyle, change your thinking, you don't think it's worth it? Or you want to sit around all day long and be gaslighted and listen to rhetoric all day long, empty rhetoric that's not going to go anywhere? Come on. Udemy's a good place. I told you guys about Udacity. I'll share the article again. They're offering free classes for you guys. Like I said, I'm about solutions, man. I don't have time to sit up here and talk about the problem all day long. I need people that's going to focus on trying to get something done. Let me get the article for you guys. I know some of you want that article. Right? This is the article right here for some of you guys who want that. Right? Free. I believe in free 99. I believe in giving you guys information that you can go and you can apply to your life on a daily basis. I have made a mistake with the whole Coursera thing. Coursera, then they have a plan for like $400 a year. The good thing about like Udacity and Coursera, it's about like you get certificates. And I think that that's really important to get those certificates under your belt. You know, like I said before, guys. So I just want to update you on this stuff. And that, you know, and I always say that I'm gonna fall back from this black stuff. And every now and then I see stuff that I have to speak on. But like when I hear people saying like, oh, you know, you're tucking your tail, I'm not tucking my tail. Right? How does making a puppet hurt me? How does releasing my tax information hurt me? Is it gonna stop me from waking up in the morning? Is like from what I've seen at these people, none of this stuff scares me at all. At all. None of this scares me. You know, they're flagging my videos. That just tells me that I don't need to be making this type of content. I don't need to be making this type of content. Maybe I need to be making better content. But as I said before, I support you guys following who you want to follow. If it's ADOS that you're into, if you're just here for entertainment, then do that. You know, follow what you want to follow. But, you know, listen, all of these people, in my opinion, are poverty pimps. And when you strike a nerve, they tweet about you. They'll come flag your video. They do. Right? But they always talk about the man. Notice they don't have no problem getting the man on you when you say something they don't like. They have no problem with that. And I knew the video was being flagged, right? Because when I was doing the stream last Saturday, it kept skipping every 15 minutes. It kept clipping in and out, clipping in and out, clipping in and out. And then I've been noticing like lately I've been getting a lot of these weird comments on my videos. Just straight disrespectful, you know, talking about like I have the white man's D in my mouth and all that. And then like you'll click on it and you go to their page and the page just popped up. Like they just created the page like a few minutes ago or days ago. I'm gonna say Agaves R. Thank you for the donation. He says, please don't get caught up in all of this. You have some of the best content on Black YouTube. If it bleeds, it leads. I agree. You know, I just wanted to address that. Like people try to make like I don't have no reason to take my videos down. You know, like I said before, for no reason, like because I'm scared or something. I don't want to lose my channel. That's common sense. And if people are making harassment strikes against you, and YouTube took the video down, but then when I appealed it, I saw the video pop back up and the strike went away. So I said maybe YouTube made a mistake. I don't know. I quickly went and took the video down. And then she tweets this. It's just like, what does my video have to do with her? Right? Think about this. What does my video about Boyce Watkins have to do with Yvette? Nothing. It has nothing to do with her. There was no reason why she needed to tweet this. Right? But she wanted to tweet this because she wanted to, you know, be a sassy blue check. And then, like I said, you go to a page and it's not here anymore. And that's the reality. So, listen, I told you guys before, my most profitable content doesn't come from talking about black issues. When I talk about black issues, I get trolled, I get my page flagged. It's not beneficial and it's not financially rewarding. Right? You know, and then she talks about me deleting it, but she deletes it. Like I said, it's a joke. Listen, I don't have no problem with Yvette. I don't have no problem with Tone. I think that what's going to come from ADOS, like I said to you guys before, is going to be getting you focused on what you need politically and who you should be following and what it should look like. But they don't have no solutions. They just don't. They don't have a solution to you getting reparations. So at a certain point, I have to stop listening to you. Okay, we need a black agenda. Okay, we need a reparations agenda. Okay, I got that from you. What's next? Okay, you don't have what's next? Then I need to put you down and focus on something else. That's just common sense. That's it. That's it. But when I go here, I just see beefing, more indirect comments, more jokes, right? This is what I see. I don't see any solutions. I don't see any candidates that they plan on running. I don't see any of that. So come on. Mm-hmm. So that's where I'm at, and that's where, and a lot of you are talking about your videos on COVID-19 affecting ADOS and pushing back against the Three Stooges was necessary and powerful. Salute. Thank you. I appreciate it. And that was my whole purpose of making that video, was that, as I said before, I am not anti B1. I'm not anti FBA, because to me, even ADOS, I'm not anti any of those things. I look at that as entertainment. And sometimes it's good to give you like information to keep you up to date. But if you're going to critique Jay Morrison all day long, if you're going to critique Tariq all day long, then we got to critique you. You've accomplished nothing. Okay, you're having a national conversation. Great. Right? We had a national, that conversation led to nothing. Took you nowhere. You got Joe Biden. That tells you that the Democrat Party is willing to lose to give you what you need. Um, uh, it says just stick to the financials and then 20% of black folk will follow. I agree with you, Mr. G, 100%. As I said before, it's much more profitable. I get way more YouTube ads. It's less drama. It's less of the back and forth, and I don't have to worry about my channel getting flagged. So I agree with you 100%. It's just like I said before. It's frustrating when you see stuff like this, because that cult over there, they eat it up. It says your content is excellent. I'm studying crypto. I want to have investment plans. Keep up the good work. This is just a test for brother. Yeah, no problem. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Listen, guys, I appreciate all you guys who support the content. And it's not even just the money wise. Like I said before, I get so many emails and Instagram messages from a lot of you who, some of you are taking courses on Coursera. You're doing free coding courses with Mosh. That's what I want. I want you guys learning how to trade for free. I give away so much free information on this channel right here. Like, for example, if I was money motivated, let me show you something. If money was the only thing that motivated me, right? Where's this video at? I have a video on here. How to get business credit, right? This video, I did it 5 months ago. This video only has 2.6 thousand views. On this video, I spoke about getting a virtual office with DaVinci, getting a domain name and an email through GoDaddy. All of those things, I could have gave you an affiliate link for and made money from that. That information, just how to get business credit alone, I spent over $3,000 for. I want you to think about this. I paid over $3,000 to get that type of information. And I gave you products that I could have actually been an affiliate for and made money. There's no affiliate links in that video. If you think what I'm saying is lying, there's not one affiliate link in that video. So if I was just about the money, I could have put affiliate links in there all day long. Not one affiliate link in there. So who am I scamming? Who am I scheming? No one. I could have been created a whole bunch of courses that I ripped off the internet and try to peddle it to you and do that. I don't want to do that. Because see, my thing is that when I come to you with a product, I want you to see, look at when I first started making YouTube videos. My content wasn't that good, right? But I was working on, trying to tweak things and build things to get to where I'm at now. And I still don't think my content is good. Right? I still got a lot of things that I need to improve upon and get better at because I have a growth mindset and I will get better. And I will get better. But don't ever tell me that I'm scared of any of these people. I have no fear of none of these people. None. I stand on what I say. Right? Because when I come to you with something to sell, you're going to know it's quality based upon the things that I produce for free. If a person can give you good free content, then they're going to give you something worth paying for. I see people talking about China now. I did a video on China 5 months ago. 6 months ago. 6 months ago, I got live streams on China. 6 months ago. I don't follow no one's tune. Like I said, when I came across ADOS, a lot of the things that they were saying was things that were already in my mind. About this whole like Pan-African thing. That was already in my mind. About being tied to this country. That was already in my mind. Like I said, my grandmother's from Manila, Alabama. You can't tell me about being anchored here in America. Like, you can't tell me that. Once a year we go down and I get to go see where all my family members are laid to rest at. Some of them were slaves. My family overthrew a slave master to get that property down there. So you can't, like I said before, you can't come talk to me about being tied to, America and racism and all that. I just choose not to let that dictate my everyday move. But trust me when I tell you, I'm not trying to steal no one's content. And that's why I stopped talking about, notice you haven't heard me mention reparations on this channel in months. Right? You haven't seen me talking about reparations in months. Now you see young Pharaoh talking about China. I'm not hating on him because I'm not saying that my information's the key. You have to learn it from somewhere, but don't ever say that I'm trying to ride someone's wave. Look, I was doing videos about China 6 months ago. Not here, like I said before, man, I'm not here to take anyone's wave or anyone's lane. I just speak when I want to. And that's good for young Pharaoh. Congratulations. No hate on the brother. Get your views. I see people come on here trying to say, oh, I'm trying to be like young Pharaoh because I was talking about China in that video. I have a video about China 6 months ago. That's all I'm saying. I'm not knocking young Pharaoh. I'm not knocking any of these people. Do what you have to do. But when you try to come for me and make it seem like somehow I'm, afraid of Boyce or Tariq and I'm taking my videos down because I'm scared, that's not the case. And I'm going to speak back. I'm just going to speak back. So let's see what's going on here. I think Yvette's very talented. And like I said before, she was the one who really got me into like really creating content like that. When I first started watching the videos, I like her personality. I may not agree with her politically, but I think that she is necessary as far as to getting people engaged. I think that that's necessary, but they're not leading you to reparations, and that's the reality, right? Let's just keep it real, right? And that's it. I'm just listen. I'm a realist. You can like a person's content. I think from time to time, Tariq Nasheed's entertaining and funny. I wouldn't follow in his information about trying to fight white supremacy or anything. But if you want to get a laugh, right, everyone serves their purpose. But you can't be up here critiquing everyone else and then don't think that you can't get critiqued. So, mm, 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 mm. High Value said that's facts. Jay Morrison's real estate classes are pulled from basic Google content. Of course it is. And again, like I said before, right? If I'm paying you for something, you need to you need to be providing me a powerful service, right? Like it needs to be something that I can actually take and do something real with. Mm-hmm. But again, guys, I've said this time and time before, and I know I sound like a hypocrite. We're all hypocrites to a certain degree, right? And I'm one thing about me, I'm very honest and upfront with who I am. Um, I don't really like talking about a lot of this black stuff, but it's just like it's so in your face that you have to speak about it sometimes. Like I said before, that when you seeing Boyce and Tariq and them putting out that type of information and downplaying it, and they're still downplaying it, and now we can see the data. I have to speak about it, but me speaking about it puts my channel at risk. Um, Wayne P.I. Eli is a do for self, three-dimensional thinker living in a 5 sense reality. I mean, that's all I have at the end of the day, right? My rent's going to be due in 14 days. My car insurance is due on the 27th. All I can do is focus on things that's going to put money in my pocket. What more can I focus on at this point? I'll never kiss up to them. And no doxing, no puppet is ever going to make me stop from speaking my mind. I'm always going to speak my mind and say how I feel. I've thought about a Patreon, but again, like I said to you guys, if you're going to be spending your money, I want it to be something that's worth your money. And I want to be contributing content on a daily basis that I feel is up to par for you guys to be paying for. The last thing I ever want to do is be like these guys, like the guy just said, giving you generic content off of, YouTube. Like a lot of the cryptocurrency stuff, it's really, really technical stuff, and it's going to take hours to produce. I don't, I don't know if there's enough demand for it, or if some of you have the resources, not just financially, but like even like decent computers and hardware wallets and stuff to really, put that stuff into place. So it's like I don't really want to be wasting my time. But that goes back to my point of that's why maybe I need to change my content to, go towards different audiences, because like I said, what I've noticed about like not you guys, but like just a lot of the trolls and stuff, like they just come from like very just like low places, like, the white man's D's in my mouth, and this channel is for, coons, and it's just like it's crazy stuff. And I noticed that like when you talk about Umar, you talk about Tariq, you talk about Boyce, it attracts some crazy, crazy black people, man. Mm. The credit stuff, I'm always gonna do that stuff for free. There's no reason to, guys. Like anyone who's trying to charge you to fix your credit or like build credit and stuff like that stuff's free. Mostly, like when I paid for it, that was like a few years ago. But like nowadays, you don't. I won't charge you guys for that. I'll just share that type of stuff for free, like the Discover It card and all that. That stuff you don't need to get charged for that. That's really just a matter of reading forums. So let's see any um. mm, 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 mm. And as I said from the beginning, I lost money on this YouTube channel. And as you seen, like a couple weeks ago, I went and brought a new microphone, a new mixer. I brought an iPad. Like I'm sinking money into this channel, and as I grow and get better, I haven't made a profit from this channel yet, and I don't plan on making a profit anytime soon. Right? I'm already in the red. You know what? Be easy. I'm gonna write that down. I really think that that's a good comment that you made. I'm going to write that down. I'm going to write that down. Let's write that down. Let's write that down. I like what you just said. I think, and the funny thing is, now that we're here, guys, a lot of you can help me find a domain name. We can do that before we get off here, right? I've been looking on GoDaddy for some domain names. Maybe some of you can help me with that since we're sitting here right now talking about that. Like I looked at like Crypto Decoded, Decrypting Crypto. All of these domains are already taken. I looked at what was the other one? It was Decoding Crypto, Crypto Decoded. Then there was Decrypting Crypto, and Crypto Decrypted, and those names are already taken. So I'm trying to find like a good name that would be, across the board crypto. I like Common Sense Crypto, but I think that's too. I think that's too long. Too like, too many syllables. Like what? Common Sense Crypto. I'm an SEO. Get at me. Go to Namecheap. Darren Marion, can you please do me a favor and email me, right? Because I have Kajabi and I want to start building out the website. And I know Lennon Honor said that you're really good at building websites, right? So I'm gonna drop my email in the chat, and of course I'll definitely pay you. He said you're really good at building websites, and I just don't have the time to do it. So I'm gonna drop my email in here right now. Please email me so we can start talking about building it. This is COMMONSENSENSEELI. Right? I just dropped it in there. And we can email me as soon as possible, and we can exchange information, get on the phone, and start setting it up. Decrypto, Crypto Unleashed, nah. Crypto Nitro, nah. I don't like that name, guys. Let's see. Nacho Keys, Nacho Crypto. Coding Crypto. Oh, did you say that? Now I said Decoding Crypto. Crypto Mentality, nah, I don't like that. Crypto City, nah. Either Cryptos, nah. I know they have unstoppable domains, but I want to get a .com, and most of the .coms they've already purchased it. So that was the problem. I don't want to use unstoppable domains with crypto. The Art of Crypto, Common Sense Crypto. I mean, it's not bad. Crypto Night, Crypto Tsunami, Decrypto Night, nah. Tales from the Crypt, Laughed Out Loud, Cryptonality, nah. Like I said, I've been looking for most of the domain names. They purchased all the domain names. Then I found one. I may buy Crypto Decoded because it's only $350. I mean, that's not a lot of money. So I don't really know right now. Crypto Sense, Strategies of Crypto, Crippled, Essential Crypto Skills. Yeah. Yeah, Crypto Night is gone. Plus, I don't like that. I tried Crypto Economy. That was gone already. What was the other one? I tried Crypto Economy. That's gone already. Cryptonomics. I tried that. That one's already gone, Maxwell. Like, what happens is people they must have like bulk emails. I mean, bulk domain searches, and they just buy up most of the common words that are around crypto. So like they just buy them up and they flip them because that's what some people do. Like they'll buy a domain name for $12 and then they'll sell it to you for $2, $3, $4,000. That's just the way the game goes. True crypto. Keep these names coming, guys, because at the end I'm gonna watch this and I'm going to what's the name? Run them back. Crypto code. I like these digital sense. I like that one right there. Rational optimist digital. I should start thinking of a name around digital, right? Because I looked up digital entrepreneur. Obviously, that was taking. Um, the digital economy. I looked up the digital entrepreneur. All of those names are already taken. So like something like digital would be better because YouTube doesn't like to hear the word crypto. So I looked at like the digital economy, the digital investor. All of those things were taken. Um, mm, digital thinker, like. So I've been looking at a lot of those names. Like, I think digital will be better because YouTube doesn't like that. Who's the best basketball player you played and played against? Also, the stock market shot today with high unemployment. Makes sense of that. Well, the stock market is going to shoot up, guys, because remember, thank you for the donation. The worse the news is, the more likely the Fed is going to keep printing money. So people are anticipating that as long as the economy is bad. Remember, I told you guys, you have two ways to look at the economy. You can believe that things are going to be a lot worse and we have lower to go, or you can look at it from the standpoint of the worse it gets, the more the Fed's going to have to do. I think that that's going to be hard to plan on because, as I said before, we need at least another $7 trillion to get everything up and running. So, I wouldn't be looking to go long, but like I said, that's what makes a market. I told you guys the best player I ever played against was Kevin Durant. Like that. I mean, there's no. Matter of fact, no. J.R. Smith was really, really good when he was in high school because J.R. Smith did come out of high school. J.R. Smith was really, really good, but when I played against J.R. Smith, I was only in ninth grade. At that time, I was at Rice High School, so yeah, we was playing at IS8. That's a basketball tournament that's in Queens, New York, and I was playing with the New York Gauchos because that's who I played. At first, I started with Riverside Church, and then they switched to Metro Hawks, and then I went back to the Gauchos. And J.R. Smith played with the players, the New Jersey players. J.R. Smith was a beast in high school, but I would say Kevin Durant by far was probably one of the best ones that I played against. I'm gonna upload some of my highlight tapes for you guys because I like you asking me. Decentralized living, I like that. Digital dollar, I like that. Uh, that's already taken. No digital dollar, digital cents, digital nomics. Let's look that up. I like that. Digital nomics. Digital cipher, digital presidents, crypto gold, digicoins, digital crypto. I did keyword. I did some key. I have a There's a keyword research tool called Samurai. I had that Darren Marion. I looked it up. Crypto focus. Cryptonomics was already taken. Digicode, Crypto Rocket. I like that. He was. I told you I played against Michael Beasley too. Michael Beasley was a beast, guys. Alexander, he was a beast. But like now that I think back about it, like, you know what? I'm glad you said that, Alex. That could be Mike Beasley. Probably was the toughest one now that I think about it. That slipped my mind. Kevin Durant was really tall and long, but Mike Beasley could jump, run. He was a beast too. He was hard to guard. I played against a lot of good players, man. Like it's hard to keep track. The funny thing is, I think I played against Greg Oden when I was in like eighth grade. He was really good. He was unguarded. You couldn't. He was like 6'10" back then. Of course. Al Jefferson was a beast. I don't know if y'all remember him from the He played on the Charlotte Bobcats, and he came straight out of high school too. We played against Al Jefferson. He scored 38 points in 38 minutes. He was a beast. Crypto polite. Crypto sense the digital scholar. El Cool J. Digitalism. I like that. Digitalism. Play around that. Digi Wakanda. You guys are giving me some good names. So, not really. I'm not a Knicks fan, guys. Um, I would say that the Knicks are. I can't really think of the last time I really enjoyed the Knicks. I'm a Golden State Warriors fan. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I love the way the Warriors play. Like it's just fun and exciting to watch. And I like the Heat when they had LeBron and D Wade. You know, run them digits, master digital. See the problem with a lot of these things that you guys are putting up. These domain names are already taken because they're generic. They flagged it. They flagged it, self savior. That's what happened. They flagged it, and I gotta I don't have a full strike on my channel, but most likely they may uphold it. I appealed it, so who knows? Oh yeah, Al Jefferson was really good. By Naranx, I like the Warriors. Sleepy Flow. So, eCoin, run them digits, digital currency. It's funny you said that. It says KD and Kyrie will have Brooklyn looking good when things get back to normal. Yeah, I can't wait. That's why, I'm a Brooklyn Knight. So I came to Brooklyn. What? What's that? That's like 12 years ago now. I came out here for school. I went to Long Island University. And I never left. I've been in Brooklyn ever since. Yeah. Remember, guys, I mentioned the video. I told you guys I played against DC Assault. They had Nolan Smith. They had the center name was Julian Vaughn. I can tell you the team. They had Nolan Smith, Julian Vaughn, Michael Beasley, and they had it was another guy, another kid by the name of Vaughn. He ended up going to Georgetown University. They had 5 players on the team. Nolan Smith went to Duke. We played against them. They was beasts. Like Mike Beasley was a beast. He was a beast. But I'll say it's a toss-up between Beasley, KD. J.R. Smith was really tough. I played against Sean Singletary. I don't know if you remember him. He was the point guard. He was really, really tough. Really tough. Who else I played against that was tough? Wayne Ellington. I remember he used to play with the Players. He was real tough. I believe he went to Duke or North Carolina. I played it. Austin Freeman. There we go. Austin Freeman was his name. Austin Freeman was a 2 guard. He went to Georgetown. eCoin, thank you for the donation. So listen, man. Theory of the digital. All right, guys. So we're gonna end it here, guys. Thank you everyone for donating. I'm not gonna keep this going for too much longer. I just want to end the video like this. As I said before, I realize now that there are a lot of people watching me, and a lot of people don't like me. I don't have any allies. I've realized that now, and I just try to do my best to share my thoughts, my opinions on things that I see. And Boyce, Tariq, and Rizza Islam's rhetoric and commentary around this, it just wasn't good. And I shared that. And because I shared that, my videos started getting flagged and my channel got flagged. And by doing so, Yvette felt the need that she wanted to, put this up for, I don't know why. Like, why would you even put that up? To say, why be on YouTube creating content if you're afraid of controversy? Now, if you've been following my channel, you would, I went from talking about Nature Boy to talking about Polite to talking about Umar for well over a year. So, who's afraid of controversy? I'm not afraid of controversy. My Umar Johnson videos received way more views than that Boyce Umar and Tariq video. I've always been, you know, speaking my mind about things. I spoke about Jason Black and me not believing that he's a black man, and about him not showing his face. I've been said that. So, but I realized that these people feel threatened by me. And as I said, Jay Morrison, he blocked me months ago. I was making videos about Jay Morrison a year ago. I'm not afraid of any of these so-called black leaders at all. And I just realized, I said this before, but maybe it is time for me to stop talking about this type of stuff, because it's like, it's so childish to even tweet this out. And then she deletes the tweet. So, like, what good was it? She said, why be on YouTube if you delete your most thought-provoking videos because you're afraid of another man or woman? His opinion. And then delete it. So it's just like, as I said before, and I knew I knew she was talking about me, because I remember, guys, I had just shared this on my community tab. So, like, listen, it's clear she's talking about me. It's clear. So that's where we are, guys. And I owe it to you guys to stop entertaining this nonsense and this beef and this pettiness. And like you guys said, stick to the finance stuff. And that's what I should do. I don't claim to have all of the answers, but these people, they don't have the answers either. They just don't. And that's just the reality. So tomorrow we're going to get back to our normal stuff. I was sick these past few days. If you listen to my previous videos, I was coughing a little bit. I don't have the corona, guys. Don't worry, but I'm much better. So we're going to end this here. Alexander Wilson said James Harden dropped 50 on that DC Assault team in the Adidas Championship in 06. That's when people knew he was going to be special. Do your thing. No problem. Thanks for the support. So I'll see you guys tomorrow, regular time. We'll be on here about 7:30. My email, or hit me up on Instagram, guys, if you want to share some ideas with me. And Darren, Marion, don't forget to hit me up so that we can start talking about getting the website and stuff up and running. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much for supporting me. Send me some more names to my either email or my Instagram. Have a great night, guys.